It's 32.
Hello and welcome back to
I thought it was 31.
32nd.
It's 31.
Hello
good
and
math.
welcome back to the 31st episode of the Lunker LCS Podcast. I'm here with my co-host. I'm here with I'm here with my
Yeah.
co-hosts Eddy
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
and Brandon.
That's me.
Yeah, baby.
As you can clearly
Quarterfinals
see,
just
we can
wrapped
count.
Yep.
The
Quarterfinals has wrapped up, and more importantly, because this is an LCS podcast, Tennessee beat Alabama this week, baby.
What?
Smoke them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them, baby.
What?
Fuck Bama. Fuck
This was
Bama.
not in the itinerary. I was not ready. I'm with it. You know what? I guess if we're on the topic of sports, shouts to LeBron James.
Oh my god.
The Lakers are currently with a 100% win rate in the Bronny James era right now, so all is well. The Celtics did not have their ring ceremony ruined. God is good. Fuck New York.
I watched that LCS game, I watched the Lakers game. Whatever. I was watching the Lakers game because Dalton connects on that team, so I'm a Lakers fan this season. Eddy was kind of carrying the shit out of the entire Lakers team.
Oh, 100%.
On offense and defense. That was a really good game
100%.
from him. The Bronny era is winning me over purely because it's kind of hype. Like, I don't give a shit about Bronny, but, to watch
It's exciting
LeBron
to
walk
watch.
out on the court with his son is kind of, like, insane and a testament to the player.
It's exciting to watch. I'm with it.
Yeah, and it's like, he's just going to get no minutes and score no points, so I don't really give a shit.
That's fine. He's there for the ride.
Yeah. And and that means he takes less of Dalton Connect's playing time.
He didn't
that's all I
do
want.
anything relevant in college except be
What's his
LeBron
paycheck, though?
James' son. So
No,
that's what it is.
dude, he wasn't even my favorite graphic of all time is it's a photo of the three best, quote unquote, best players at USC, which is where he played at college. He played there for a year, and it had like their stats. So for their star player, it was like 16.9 points per game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists, and then for the next guy it was like 11.2 points per game, 7 rebounds per game.
Don't look at Bronny's stats.
And then no, they didn't even put stats for Bronny. They put team player. That's all they put.
That's how you know you did nothing.
That's all they put. They
how
were
you know you did nothing,
highlighting
man.
the big 3 of the USC team. They're terrible anyway. He wasn't even the best player on a terrible team.
It is what it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
sports is kicking. I love basketball. I'm happy the NBA is back as soon as we're done recording, watching more with friends. But
It's fun.
we gotta dive deep. Where do we want to start, team? Do we want to start with our
let's start
predictions
with
for quarters or the news? Let's get into the news.
Let's just start with the news.
Ahren,
right.
let's get the elephant out the room
right.
real quick.
Here's where we'll start. Here's my take on it.
What is
there
it
was
though?
genuinely. Oh, sorry. Yeah, JoJo is now on Koi, not Mad Lions, but Koi.
Did they change their name?
Yeah, because it was Mad Lions Koi, and then it was Mad Lions, and it was Koi, and then it was Mad Lions Koi, and now it's just Koi, which is really interesting. Because was he by Koi or was he Mad Lions, or was he just Spanish?
By is Koi.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He changed like before. Rogue was also Koi,
Yeah.
and then they rebranded to Koi, and then they rebranded back to Rogue, and now Rogue is dying. So that's Mad Lions Koi. That's going to Koi.
Oh, okay. So wait. So then you're telling me that Inspired and JoJo have been on the same team for a second time?
Maybe.
Kind of.
I guess.
But here's what I was gonna say. So
Very
JoJo and
good.
Koi, there's no good North American mid jobs right now. There's not a single good one because you have 4 teams that can do anything. You have Fly, TL, 100 Thieves, and C9.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fly's not going to get rid of Quad. Quad's really good. TL's not going to get rid of APA. APA did good enough. They're not going to move around a team that, looked that strong. You don't want to take that kind of risk.
APA is one of the
Quid,
faces of that team.
Yeah. Quid is obviously the star. Now, I
Star,
will
star.
argue that it doesn't really matter who's the face of of any team if JoJo joins it because he's such a good brand as like a player. So that doesn't really affect it as much. But yeah, you're not going to get rid of Quid because he's their best performing player. You can't get rid of APA or Fly, and it's hard to make decisions like that. So then C9 remains, and obviously, he just got fired from there, so he can't get fired and rehired. So after that, you got Dig and you got SR.
Shopify Rebellion's keeping Insanity. What did Dig do?
Yeah, which
it might not be. I think there's a full roster leak for Shopify that I'll go over.
Ooh.
Yeah, the thing about so there's just no good job. So I'm happy with him going to Koi, like genuinely. Obviously, in terms of his own progression, it'll be nice to watch him against more international talent. I agree with him fully when he says it's a dream he gets to shit on EU mids all day, because he will be. Besides like Caps, I mean, I think he genuinely comes in and is the second best mid laner in that region already.
Yeah.
So, but I will say though, if he gets stuck in EU, I'll lose it. So I'm totally happy with him being in Mad. Obviously, if he goes to like Shopify or Dig, then it pretty much has a much higher guarantee that he'll move up to a better North American team eventually.
But your goat's in Europe, though.
Yeah, but I mean.
And
not much I can do about it. Like, my goat was going to be at Dignitas.
Per the history of our episodes, you don't really like the LEC. You don't like Europeans.
Yeah,
I don't either.
Yeah,
I
genuinely like Koi more than I like SR and Dig. Now, would I cheer for SR and Dig if they ever made an international over Koi? 100%. In fact, I'll go out and say this right now. No matter what team JoJo plays for, I don't care if he plays C9 or any other North American team. I will be cheering for that North American team.
All right, Aaron's not getting deported. All is well.
No matter what. I'm sorry, JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's brand is really big. Dude, he gained like 14,000 followers.
The first North American born talent to be transferred over to Europe. This is pretty big news. Now I will say,
but please come back. Please come back. Please, inspired. Make subtle hints over the 2025 season. Quad, I'm a real big fan of your game, and I'm sorry I have to do this to you. But Inspired, I know you really like JoJo, so make a couple subtle hints over the 2025 season. Just be like, man, JoJo, not to the team, but, show Quad photos of Korea. Show him photos of Chovy. Make him think that the LEC, LCK is where he needs to be.
Yeah.
All right? And if he just gaslight the fuck out of that guy. Get him out. Make him think he's too good for us. And then bring in JoJo in 2026. And if you do that, Inspired, all is good. I'll be completely content. Because I'll go out on a limb. I guess I couldn't say this for certain, especially considering what happened in terms of games this week, but I'd be willing to bet money with how much Inspired talks about JoJo. I mean, and Inspired literally did come out and say after JoJo was fired that he thinks JoJo is the greatest North American talent of all time, that he'd probably take JoJo right now and swap them out. So
but
I'm hoping that a year down the line
I just want to say that I hope that JoJo does find success on Mad Lions, because if you can't find proper success in EU, I feel like you will only depreciate from here. Genuinely depreciate, and then you can't
but
have
there's no way he doesn't shit on those fucking trash ass mids over in Europe.
He should.
Yeah, he should completely shit.
Oh no, he should. But I'm just saying that if it doesn't happen,
dude,
God be with him.
Yeah.
God be with him.
No, I mean, let's see. I mean, I guess we'll move on to the next European, because the Europe's the one with all the big amounts.
Hold on.
Can
I just
Medline's mid jungle? They already they got a nickname already. The Yo-Yo Pune.
Yeah, dude, watching you buy be like Pune.
I have breaking news. I have literal breaking news right now.
Literal breaking news.
Yes,
right
no,
now.
you know how every time we record an episode, big news hits. For the first time in LCS Lunker Podcast history, we have pretty big news. C9's mid laner has just been leaked.
Wait, really?
Their new mid laner has just been leaked per Sheep Esports.
Live reaction?
This is not NBA Centel. This is Sheep Esports. It's a mid
lane.
lane.
Insanity Palafox or a rookie mid laner?
Yo, you need to get a gig at like Comedy Hour. Anyway, no, it's apparently a player from Korea, from Hanwha Life Challenger, Loki. I might say his government name wrong. Oh yeah, this is easy. Lee Sang-min, Loki.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually a first. Yo, this is actually huge. Oh yeah, they were also considering
We get to
other
break
challenger
news
players.
mid-recording.
We do. This is pretty big. Yeah, per Sheep Esports. Like,
okay.
The mid laner has just been pretty much set. I flipped through the article. They said chemistry was looking kind of shaky. This player right here, they said, yo, this guy seems very like ready to play, ready to go in. I think C9 is gonna pray that they have the FlyQuest run. Like, oh, let's get a challenger mid laner from Korea, shape him into, in the land of burgers and fries, and just pray he does well.
I agree. Their chemistry was completely shaky.
Loki, Sven, Vulcan.
Okay. But yeah.
That is a first.
Interesting. That is interesting. I don't know about that.
I think that team is okay.
They want the FlyQuest story, bro. They want the FlyQuest story.
I will rank that team exactly where I expected to rank that team. No matter who you told me, fourth. Yeah.
I agree.
I will follow Cloud9 to the depths of hell, or the heights of heaven, bro.
This is a very unsatisfactory roster, in my mind, honestly. But that's me.
Moving. Yeah, no, that's pretty exciting.
That's just breaking news. That's just breaking news.
Breaking news. Yeah, we'll go back to Europe because I want to talk about KC. And G2 in general because you had.
You got the full roster now.
Yeah, you got the full roster. G2. They have apparently more faith, I think, than in their ADC than I think I've ever seen in a player. I'm gonna be honest. Because obviously I remember that ADC had a lot of hype going in. He was like, I don't know what I would rank him equivalent to hype-wise. I honestly don't think I could say anyone I can remember as of recent years. In terms of grown talent. Because, I mean, for the strongest Western team in the world to be willing to give up 3 of their players just for one guy is pretty crazy. But yeah, no, the trade was going to be Kalist for with a buyout for Hansama, Mickey, and Yike. Obviously, we know Yike and Mickey both left. And now they get Kalist. Honestly, I will say, I think in the end, since we know now that they have Yike, so it's going to be Yike on that team, probably a good decision in the end not to take that buyout if you have that much faith in Kalist, because you already got, one of the players, and now you have, assuming G2 wanted him, let's say a better ADC or like a higher ceiling ADC, because obviously I think Hans is really good. And then you don't get Mickey, which obviously I think Mickey is really important to have. I think Targamas is not good. I'm worried about... People are really hyped about this KC roster with Yike, Kalist, and Kana. I'm worried about their mid and support and how well they can hold up. Because that's the thing when you look at uber strong teams like, Hanwha Life and Genji and BLG is, you can't find obviously you have a quote unquote worst player. I guess with Hanwha Life you really can with Doran.
Mm-hmm.
But with Genji and BLG, it's hard to find a weak point. And I think, that's what makes that team so strong is every single player you're this is the, a number 2 top laner in the world, number 3, number 1 jungler, number 2 jungler, whatever, number 1 player in the world, a top ADC in the world, top, he was MVP and now he's a top support in the world. That's what makes that strong team. And you can't recreate that with European teams, but you can recreate it regionally equivalently, right? With G2, where you're every year they were across the board number 1. KC, where they might have higher peaks, with Kalist, maybe Kalist. No, I'm not gonna overhype Kalist already, but maybe Kalist is the best player in EU now. But you're still JoJo's MVP season. He looked, I think, head and shoulders above pretty much anyone else. But Cloud9 still wins it. And
I wanna add a footnote for KC. I wanna add a footnote. I'm pouring one out for Closer real quick because I think that man. No, dude, that man had the worst possible scenario where he was essentially considered a 4th option. He couldn't explore any options. He knew he was getting replaced potentially, so he was in a really weird spot where he couldn't look for anything. someone was taking his place, and that if no one did, and he'd be thrown into that roster, even though the roster didn't want him, the coaching staff didn't want him, and it's such an awkward spot. So I'm pouring one out for him real quick.
Bro, yeah, the second the leak came out, he tweeted and said, like, thank you for the time, Casey. All that. I do feel bad for Closer, but, well, Casey should look strong. They should be top 3, top 4, maybe, expectedly.
Casey might finally do
Fnatic
something.
is, like, kind of scrambling. And
I have no faith in that team. I think that team is on the
G2 is looking strong.
Noah departing.
Yeah, obviously with G2, Skewmon, that's another Kalist-esque, where he's getting his shot really hyped up. I mean, he was like number 1 rank on all the
He was rank 1 for every split so far this year.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so that they're really hyped up, obviously. And I think people are right. Mickey, is a better player than Alvaro, but I guess their strategy is, give me a better playmaker. We'll have our own vision that, obviously while Mickey provides a ton, there are just different visions, and you can have players think about this shit differently, right? I equate it to kind of Inspired and Core JJ, which I think in North America people would consider those to be the 2 best like shot callers, and people how they think about the game. You want Inspired on your team for what he can provide on the field, and you want Core JJ for what he can provide off. Inspired is a bit of a both. Obviously, Core JJ is not completely handsless. Sorry. In his head in the game. Obviously, in-game coaching is extremely important, and Core can provide that, and that's why he's a player, not a coach. But, Inspired has hands and is, smart with how he plays the game.
Would you? I wouldn't say so coaching. I think they're very good at like critiquing gameplay, and that them being like quote unquote like shot callers or team leaders has it so that when they critique or give any like pointers, the team will listen and retain that as well.
They're leading the direction of the way the game is played out, right? Yeah. They're like, okay, we're gonna go drag here, we're gonna move in here. When that's only them 5 on the mic, you still need a director, and if you can find that really strong director, which I feel like is 1,000,000% what C9 was lacking, it's a good thing. That's probably, in my opinion, the most important thing, because no one is going to look at TL's roster and decide that they're more talented than other rosters out there. But, they had such a good view on the game, and we saw that through the whole split, that, they ended up being the strongest team.
They all saw this. They all pretty much saw, like, the same thing. They had a plan. They executed on it. Obviously, hiccups happened.
And if they don't, they have full trust in a man, too, and they just listen to what he says, right? And which is important. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone needs to be able to provide input and think from themselves, but at the same time, you need one central guy to say exactly what needs to happen, and everyone needs to listen to that automatically without even thinking.
I think a big thing too, because Brandon, you remember from Worlds last year with the T1 TL match, you also need a no button. There are people that'll tell you what to do. There are people that tell you where to go, but you need to have someone that'll be like, "Yo, I don't think we can do this." The League of Legends, believe it or not, is a turn-based game, bro. You are not allowed to do certain things when it's not your turn.
Yeah, I think your guy, your shot caller, should also be your no button. I don't know. With just how I view sports in general, I always think that I'm of the mind that it's way easier to function under one mind, right? If you have 2 minds. Sure. Like, I think Inspired is a top probably 5 jungler in the world, but I wouldn't want him on TL because I don't need Inspired and Core JJ on the same team.
Bro, we've seen what happens. We've seen what happens with super teams. Maybe I don't want to. The history of super teams, bro.
I think you want an umpty that's just gonna say yes sir, Core JJ sir, and dive in, right?
Yeah, someone that can just recreate the vision that you have and just listens.
Yeah, exactly.
Not blindly listens, but like they will listen, accept what they want to do, and do it to their heart's content.
Yeah, like you need a guy pulling the strings, and you need one guy pulling the strings. It's not a team effort, in my opinion. That's how I like it being. I like one central idea, but obviously people view it differently. That's how I see it. So I like it when team finds that. I hope, Koi can have that with JoJo, because I don't think JoJo. Obviously, he did do a lot of good shot calling over the his split as a quote unquote leader, but in his MVP split. But I don't think I want him to be that guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not his job, right?
Doesn't have to be. No.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not Masu's job. It's not all of your star players. I don't think you want them to be the ones thinking about that. You want to be the ones that execute, right? You have the football coach is not coming out and throwing the passes. The football coach calls the play and he has his guy do it.
Yeah, you think about G2, like typically you think about AD carry being the carry role, but with G2 it's their mid is their carry, so you have your ADC do the call outs. Hansan was the one talking the most on that team.
Yeah.
That's the best. These players, Skewmon, good luck. Lebrov, big pickup.
Yep.
For G2, of course.
Lebrov is the best support in the LEC right now. The GOAT.
Yeah, I agree. Mickey X has a longevity to him and a bunch of picks. He's played a long time.
He has caps on his team, bro. Don't be weird. Yo, of course I'd look terrible if I had Frescowie as my mid laner, bro.
That is my thing. I think Yike is a great player, but I am curious to see how he does with not caps.
I think he'll. I
have enough faith in him to do. I'd still put him as a top jungler in the LEC. Like that definitely doesn't change.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Shouts to Adam for selling his career.
Yeah, Adam. There's a bunch of players that are doing some weird stuff. There's Adam.
Yeah. Wait. Who did the? It was the Antonio where he went and played poker.
Oh, that one,
yeah.
Gambling in the Czech Republic. It was so
funny, bro. What? I thought that was fake, bro. That literally sounds like some copy pasta you see on like a Twitch chat.
So crazy,
it's real, bro. It's so real for no reason, dude. Europe is unserious. Europe is so unserious, man. EU,
Brandon, I got bad news for you, though. Or not Brandon, sorry.
What?
Eddy, I got bad news for you. LS is calling this C9's TSM mark. It's done for them. They're on the way out.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it.
I mean, yeah. When they hired Sven, my heart sank
because what we still have Blabber, which makes sense, I guess. He's not in a form that like I really agree with. We have 2 Korean solo laners who we're trying to bank on like hands diffing and putting in work. And then we have Sven and Vulcan bot lane, which sounds like a good time. I think that sounds like an amazing time, but I don't think it's going to get any results. This team looks so patchy, very spotty. Like this doesn't look, there's no cohesion at all. I'm not ready at all. This might be their team speak Mandarin arc. Obviously they don't have any Chinese players, but I think that's what this is going to be. I'm just going to hope that they... Where do we want to begin, man? Because I genuinely think something has to change with Blabber. Something has to change, man. And we're bringing back Sven.
They're not investing in any of these upcoming talents either, like they used to. Of course, Blabber's one of them.
Cloud9 doesn't do that anymore.
Pay attention. It worked.
Yeah, Cloud9 don't do that, bro.
Working. That's why Cloud9 has changed someone on their roster in the last like 7 splits in a row.
Yeah.
Like it's Cloud9 is like frantic.
No, I actually hate.
It's crazy.
I hate everything about Cloud9. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. From the start to the finish, I don't think I've enjoyed anything they've done. I mean,
okay, hold on.
They have one coach. They got
2 now.
They got 2 now. They got 2.
Hold on.
They always are so quick to move everyone around.
Yes.
I mean, I hate the way they run shit, and I think how they play in game is terrible. I think how they run shit outside of the game is terrible. Now you go.
I'm just saying, we held on to a lot. I think, okay, it was during an era of the LCS that kind of felt like the old era of the NBA where players stuck with a team. Like, they stuck with a team, so maybe what I'm saying comes from very outdated information. Nonetheless, it's true. C9 did have a system where they held on to their players. All of them pretty much North American grown talent until they got, like, Impact Rush. They started, like, exploring options outside of the U.S. Obviously, they're a homegrown talent. Put in work. Sneaky, he put in work for the team. High, completely iconic to the team. Now he's the social media content man of the team, so he's still there. Meteos, too, is like a really vocal voice amongst like the North American scene of like podcasting with C9. Yeah, C9, like I don't even know what the name is, like Cloud Talk or whatever, and then the dive. But yeah, C9 system now of finding players feels very artificial. It feels very it screams preservatives in my opinion. Like none of this shit is organic. None of this shit is homegrown. So I can't be hyped for it. The reason why I like looking at FlyQuest is because, oh wow, they got like Masu, Busio. They've limited themselves to like one Korean import, and then you see Inspired and like Whippo as like the old heads of the team. The team's like perfectly balanced and flush. And I look at the same way at TL.
Dedicating themselves into the region as well.
Yeah, and I see the same with like TL, where it's like Core JJ is essentially American in my head. I don't care what anyone says. Yon, full on American, APA American, Umti's like the import, and Impact is, as far as I care, American. Like this team, this team is look just they're bringing up talent. Cloud9. The last time we had like hyped up like homegrown talent was Blabber. And what year was that? Like 2017 Proving Grounds?
Fudge technically.
Bro,
yeah, I'd say Fudge too.
2021 Fudge, yes.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like you had to come up through like the American scene. Like,
bro, the way people talk about Fudge's rookie season as a man that has not ever seen it is so funny to me.
Bro, you know that one image of Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob looking at that fight?
Exactly.
Bro, that's how I discuss. Bro, Fudge back then, yo, when he didn't care about his health, this dude was fucking on people, bro. Man.
No, yeah, I know. I think nothing is funnier than LS's genuinely belief that if he locked Fudge in a basement, he could make that man the greatest league player of all time.
That doesn't sound deranged at all.
Like he 100% believes that shit.
Well, that's not his words.
It's essentially his words.
If you look at the old C9 like episode videos they had when Ellis was still a coach, he was most vocal with Fudge at the time. Obviously, it's because Fudge was one of the few players on the team that spoke like fluent English, and Ellis only knows like a handful. Like actually, he can handle himself in Korean, but not like crazy sentences. But no, he was very vocal with Fudge. Fudge was very willing to play the ideas he had. We saw Ahren mid. We saw Soraka mid. Like he was very willing to make these picks happen, and Ellis was a big fan of that because who wants to level with LS and smile about it? Fudge did. So that's why he believes that. I wouldn't doubt it at all, Ahren. Man,
that
era C9.
That guy fucking loved. I mean, like LS or Fudge is LS's guy. Like that's his dude. No, I mean,
locking someone up in a basement to play League is so funny to me. Yo, Brandon, do you remember? The treadmill, the Smash treadmill?
Wait.
It was during the era. Yep. Okay. We're exposed now as former Smash players. When we used to play crew battles during the COVID era, a friend of ours, Jael, he had pinged me talking about, "Yup, it's time. You're gonna be locked in a room playing Smash Brothers 24/7 on the Smash treadmill." It's so funny, dude, because I took a screenshot of it and started playing Sephiroth's boss music. And I have to play Smash Brothers all day, every day. That's just what I imagine when I hear someone getting locked in a basement to play League.
I mean, that's what's happening to him.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But, speaking of Fudge, though.
Fudge.
Let me talk about this Shopify roster.
Oh yeah.
Bit.
Ooh, the sauce.
People say it's been a big leak. I haven't seen it from Sheep, so it's not like I can fully confirm it. But
bro, those guys have been working. They've been working overtime, bro. They've been working overtime with these leagues for the LEC, so I don't blame them if they haven't gotten it out yet. But continue.
Main one is Fudge was already reached his verbal agreement with Shopify Rebellion. I don't know if they're keeping the coach staff, but yes, that's the big one. Fudge. He's back off Cloud9 for the first time in his LCS career.
That's insane.
Now, the jungler.
Oh wait, Sheep Esports did release this. Yes, that's a join. Yeah.
Jungler contracts. Okay.
Contract.
Mid.
No, because energy's gone. Fuck. Continue.
Yeah, energy just gone. They just exploded. They took the money.
Bro, I forgot, bro.
Got paid. Anyway.
All right,
Mid laner Niski.
What?
Yeah.
Niski's back.
Yeah.
Yo, wait, the LCS. Yo, wait, no, not the LCS. Oh, LCS is gonna pop off. Continue.
ADC, we're not really too sure. We assume it's an import. It could probably be V-Boy still. And then apparently, the leak I heard, which I don't know if this one's true, but apparently it's a support called Loopy.
Loopy?
From Loopy, Loopy.
Loopy is insane.
He's a former LCK Challengers support. He played in LLA last year. So,
bro, I can't imagine contracts, Niski, and Fudge, dude. No, that is
old C9 heads,
bro. It actually is, bro. Cause what?
They never played with each other.
No, but it's just the fact they're all on one team, but not at the same time, bro. That's generational. That's funny, but like generational in my head.
It's over.
It's so good. Wait, I hope these leaks are true. At least for that top side of the map, I hope it's true. The bottom side is whatever. Unless they bring someone in that was like completely out of left field, like out of retirement, double lift. Burger King come out of retirement.
The other interesting leak I heard is that Spica might be going to LEC. Potentially to Giant X.
Yeah.
Spica. Because Spica's name came up in a lot of conversations amongst like the teams there.
It's very interesting to me.
Why Spica?
I know he is like semi hyped up because there's that one Spanish streamer, Toad Amarillo.
Oh, the Toad guy.
That'd be very interesting to see. Is Spica also there? But I don't really know how I feel about that, to be honest.
I think it'd be very funny. I think it'd be beautiful to see. I am all for these kind of moves just for the amount of motion it makes. I am all for that. If that happens, yo, I think we might have to rebrand. We might have to make another channel.
Yeah.
The LCSLunkerPod Podcast.
And of course, we know River was re-signed already. Sniper and Quid are still on contract, so don't expect them to go.
Mm-hmm.
Please get rid of Ayla.
Meech got let go.
Oh yeah, Meech is off.
Yeah. I mean
that was expected.
Yeah. No, I mean they need a new bot lane. If they get a new bot lane, I have enough faith in them.
Bro, Ayla's a demon, bro. Don't remove him. Yo,
dude.
100 Thieves, stay a third, fourth place team, bro. If you keep them, congratulations, you've earned third, fourth place.
It is really sad that we lost a seed. I'll be honest, but whatever.
We're North America, bro. Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
Like I don't.
They should open LLA players to be freely moved. Of course, native ones. I should specify.
Now that we're switching up to the south.
To be contract since that region is just gone.
The South and North Americas.
Just like how it happened with Osh, to be honest. But yeah, that's really it. I don't really have anything else. Obviously, energy. We talked about it last time.
Yo,
we don't really know who's coming in.
Brandon, you hitting the robot right now, bruh. Your voice is hitting the robot. Beep boop, beep boop. Yeah, bro, being reminded that energy is not here anymore, bro. I'm sad now. Don't do this to me.
It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. Let it all out.
I met the team.
Oh, God.
He's dead. All right. We get to. I wish to give a quick glance over to the, because this can't be ignored, bro. What is this champion? What is this champion Mbessa, by the way? Because I don't think this can be ignored.
Yeah.
I feel like Vex and Poppy will have a field day with this woman, but everybody else, good luck.
Now, I'm not gonna say I'm glad people are, losing their jobs, but maybe it's a good thing that the designer of Cassante, Belveth, Briar, and now Mbessa will not be making any more champs.
Dude, no, because this champion...
That man is obsessed with dashes.
This champion...
Completely.
This champion is literally
Cassante,
just...
Isn't Cassante and Briar different devs?
No, same guy.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Riot Llama for Cassante and Riot August for Briar.
It was right.
Well,
it was August for Briar.
All right,
I can't confirm.
Let me read it.
I
The
can't
guy
confirm.
that just wait. Okay, well, confirm it if you want. Jason H. Krasong. Sometimes I do funny voices. Opinions are my own. He, him. Previous software engineer on League of Legends Champions team. Belveth, Cassante, Briar, and Mbessa.
Yeah. Well,
this champion is literally just Cassante and Silas just mashed into one character, and they have an energy meter. Okay, let me highlight.
Wait, you mean Renekton and Silas? Because it's yeah.
Hold on. Let me just highlight one good thing that I will say. This is the first visibly buff woman since Alawi to be released.
Hair.
I do. I think Alawi's bad.
Awful. I'm just happy that she doesn't look super pro play good like other champs have. Now, I will never be seeing that bitch on the Rift. That's all I'm telling you. That shit is never gonna be in my game. It's like why I didn't see a Garen for a year and a half. She ain't making it past the ban screen.
I will say design-wise, she's good, but yeah, I don't think this champion is going to.
I don't like her design. I think the design is really boring. I'm gonna be real with you. I started with Brandon before I even saw the kit. I don't care that she's an old buff woman. I mean, I think that's raw. The design, I think the color schemes.
She is a Noxian warrior. Like it's supposed to be basic.
She's got Shyvana walk.
The Shyvana walk thing was funny.
She's got smaller Renekton movement.
Ahren says all
what
this.
Does she do?
I know you're excited to lane against it. I know you are.
What? No, I just told you I was gonna permaban this shit.
Well, yeah, Garen open, I guess.
Garen's been open. Garen's been open. I was popped to Alawi.
Garen's gonna be right there.
Alawi open, I guess.
Yeah, Alawi open.
Alawi into that champion is gonna be so much fun. What's that? You want to dash into me? Yes, sir. I think no, dude. Poppy against that character sounds so free.
It's such a shit design.
I'm calling it now. I think Poppy Vex will be great counters into that champion.
No, here's the issue with it. Because well, I don't hate the idea of Poppy into it. You could also just not dash, and now you're still like the thing with the Poppy. The thing with the champ is right. You can't dash around the Poppy, so you can't escape the zone really easily. And you can't get in super easily, right? But then she's got to preemptively put it up. It's down. She's got 4 more dashes. And, some of it is like abilities you're forced to dash with. Like if you're playing Gwen, to get the empowered autos, you have to do the dash. Or, or the Renekton to get the, empowered, not you that you're wanting to empower E the most time, but like you to do the E damage, get the empowered E, you got to dash through it. Cassante W, it's a dash. You have to dash. With all of her shit, it's do you want to dash? Minus E because to get a second hit, you do have to dash. You get to choose. So then you don't have to dash, and then the Poppy W does nothing.
But
then it's what a shit design, and she's got fucking energy. I mean, what a shit design.
I'm just saying if one.
I'm sorry you lost your job, man, but maybe you shouldn't be designing.
If one option, if one ability stops the champion from like wanting to just dash, from all the clips that I've seen, the dashes are pretty vital in order to stay on top of somebody. Like that's pretty vital for her to keep her trades going. So I will say that Poppy will still be the steadfast presence will still be relevant. I will say top lane Vex would actually bang because that is literally free meter. That is free meter. I would say I'm gonna pioneer it. Once the champion comes out, I'm gonna pioneer it and see. I'm not even gonna ban the champion. I want it.
Vex is terrible. Is the thing.
Vex
is not even good in mid lane.
I want to explore picks, yo. Let me have my FlyQuest moment to explore picks, bro. Please.
No, you're not.
Please. Good I can be just like them, bro. I watched them.
You're not gonna be just like them.
I watched.
All right.
them.
Well, moving on from the new shit champ design. Wow, I'm so glad we got a really cool top lane bruiser. I love 200 years champs. I love doing. I play a bunch of old ass champs though, so that's probably
like Gwen.
Gwen?
Not Gwen.
I was about to say Homegirl's like 4 years old.
In lore and in game, yes.
Is she actually that old in game?
She's a doll.
She's a doll, yeah.
Well, I know she's a doll, but like I didn't know that was her actual age.
I mean, when the Ruination stuff, yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know your champion's lore.
All right, quarterfinals.
Want to talk about our previous pick'ems, our previous predictions, how well they went?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, I went 2-2, and I would not change a thing. I would change nothing about my picks.
That's real.
I went 2
always
for
and
4.
forever. I will go with FlyQuest. They died like men.
They did.
Yeah, I think I was probably guaranteed like a 3-4 if I just voted Genji like everybody else, but I'm American. I am American. I am one of the 6% people that picked FlyQuest.
Yeah, here's the thing, especially after you saw the series, like, you know what all the people that picked Genji get? Oh, they get a couple points for their pick'ems. You know what would have happened if we would have been right? We got the screenshots that say we believe.
We beat Genji. Bro, all my American memes, bro. It would have been used.
It would have been a great day on Twitter. Probably number 3 day on Twitter for me, with number 1 being the 0-0 win against England in the World Cup.
That was beautiful.
And number 2 is the Queen's death. Those were the 2 best. Notice they both have to do it.
Yo, wait. Your number 1 day. Bro, I'll never forget where I was, bro. I was at work. And then my phone is blowing up.
To England was
Lizzie's in a box, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, we were unified when we beat England 0-0. We were like, as a country.
Twitter was out here talking
white,
about
black, gay, straight,
at least
Republican, Democrat. No one gave a fuck. It was a day of harmony amongst our country.
It was so funny because England was mad. They were pissed, talking about, you guys didn't win anything.
Guys, it was 0-0. That's not a win. That's not a win, you wankers.
I can't hear you with your unbrushed teeth, bro.
At least our schools aren't a shooting gallery. Doesn't matter. We won.
We won 0-0. Yeah, but dude, it would have been beautiful, man.
Well, first game was what?
Yeah, you preview this one. We'll each talk about a game, and then we'll all 3 talk about
LNG versus Weibo. I predicted LNG.
Sold, I predicted
and
LNG,
I got sad.
They sold, bro.
The run is done.
How do you
go?
How do you go 3-0? What's up?
Let Brandon do his thing.
I was about to say, bro.
Brandon, preview the game. You got this.
It looked so good. LNG looked so good game 1. And then they looked good in the beginning of game 2. It was skirmishes, and then everything lost after that. Nothing. It was unsatisfactory. It's about Scout and Gala. Gala loses in quarters once again. Another year. I'm so sad for Gala.
Shahu woke up. Nah, bro. Shahu woke up.
Shahu, you're a fraud.
He woke up. Nah, he
Shahu,
woke up.
I like Faker more than you. You know what that means?
We had a 4-man Oriole too, man. That pissed me off.
That was good.
Was that game 1 or 3? I forgot.
2 or
2?
3.
No, he didn't.
2 or 3.
I think it was 3. No, because he played Ori game 1. I remember that. And I know game 2 he was on Aurora.
It was 3 then. Yeah. I feel sad. LNG was the other team I was rooting for this tournament. They were actually my pick'em winners, by the way. Crystal ball pick.
Exposed. Look at you, voting for losers. I would never do that.
So I'm a little sad.
Did you pick G2 again?
Good for Weibo.
Don't worry about who I picked.
Who did you pick? Did you pick G2?
He picked G2.
I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah. LNG, they kind of went out with the whimper, and it made me sad. And I guess Weibo is in semis again versus BLG, and then BLG also beat. Anyway, BLG beat Hanwha. You can talk about that, Ahren.
BLG Hanwha, yeah, you got T1 top for us, Eddy.
That's crazy.
All right, BLG Hanwha, great fucking series. Obviously, I'm saying that as a fan of BLG. Maybe I'd be a little bit sadder about if it was Hanwha, but there were still, I think, great plays across the board. It was funny. Right before the series start, we were actually unanimous in our picks. We had all said that Doran was going to get completely fathered. We were right. Yeah, I mean, it was a classic series of BLG drops game 1 and then wins 3 in a row, you know, as it goes. I like the draft. The draft adaptations throughout the series were some of my favorite because, it started with, Knight and BLG really don't like playing Neone is what you kind of found, so they banned it on either side. And then, Silas was the pick of the series, right? It turned out Silas was like undefeated actually going into game 4. And then it turned into, Doran and, Knight and Zeka really like Silas, and Doran and Ben really like Jax, so we're going to like kind of trade it. It worked out on BLG's favor both times because, the number one rule of any BLG game is don't give Ben Jax. It doesn't matter if there's like a Poppy, a fucking Milio, anything you want to put up there. It doesn't really, mean shit. He'll still 1v9 on the champ. But yeah, Knight, I think everyone got their day on BLG. Knight had some really good plays. There was that sick ass, that was Knight and Zeka together. The sick ass dual Galio ult.
The double heroic entrance.
Yeah.
Legendary.
The team fighting, it reminded me a lot of my favorite team fights from MSI, which also included BLG, but like the poke comp, with Jax, Kai'Sa, Jace, that they put together. Obviously, Jax is not part of the poke comp, but it's important that they had it because it's BLG. In MSI, that shit was so hype, and you kind of caught glimpses of it again. Obviously, there's no Jace from Knight, but the way that China team fights is so fucking good. Elk is him. On was insane on the Rakan. On's Rakan gameplay was ridiculous. They kind of just kept slamming it, blinding it, no matter what you played against it. You don't care if you put the Poppy, whatever. Once again, yeah, Ahri was not the pick of the series. Don't stop picking that shit without Vi. Unless I guess you're Gen G with their Ahri, Nocturne, Aurora stuff. I'd like to see more of that, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, we didn't. But,
you say draft adaptation. I know on Red side, like, you are permanently locked into banning Aurora Yone. I think I find it very funny. I think Game 3 is probably the turning point in my head in that series because they banned Aurora, Yone, and Ezreal doing their best to just like test Hanwha, being like, hey, the Jax is still up because they haven't banned it yet, and Doran took it, and I'm like, bro, this game's lost.
Yeah, Doran took a game. That's Doran's best pick. That's Doran's what? Don't say Doran.
He can't do against Bin. Against Bin.
Oh, okay. At least if that's your statement.
No.
Doran can't do this.
Not against
Doran
Bin.
100% can play Jax.
Not against Bin, bro.
No one can do shit against Bin. That's the thing.
They started banning that. BLG started banning that shit.
Yeah, dude. Bin won both sides of the Nar Jax matchup. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
He's just better. His Rumble was really good as well, which was nice to see. I'm feeling really
especially
strong
after
about
the nerfs
going through the tournament. If it's not two specific teams in finals, I'll kill myself. Yeah, no. Another thing with the nerfs, teams still really like that pick. Obviously, and I think you've had the play of Worlds so far. Once again, Elk doing it with the
he's so Chinese,
insane.
bro.
He's so dude. That man knows no fucking English, dude. He's so good. With the insane Kai'Sa movement that he was making, he was just like dodging everything. Got the 1v3 kill. They had to leave. That shit. Yeah, BLG. Looking really, really strong against one of the strongest teams. That's a very good sign, especially considering their Swiss stage. But I wasn't too worried about the Swiss stage. I started getting worried a little bit there at the end against G2 especially. But even when they were 1 and 2, I had enough faith in them because that's when you get into series play. And I just don't think BLG is a very good best of 1 team because you saw it against HLE too. They dropped game 1. So yeah, that's BLG. Looking very strong. All right, Eddy, break T1 top down for us.
I'm going to be so for real with you. This game, I went into thinking T1 was going to win. I did not expect it to be as fast as it was. I'm going to give Keria all the praise, all the glaze, because oh my Lord have mercy. I hate Bard, and the Pyke pick for game 3, insane. Now, we all know Faker is like fundamentally great, but he's not exactly doing he's not doing crazy Faker things. This man is not It's not old Faker. He's not doing anything crazy. He's officially a team player. He's waiting on the team to actually make moves before he does anything. But this dude, Carrier, is just... He's seeing angles I feel like I have never seen in this game. Especially, I think it was game 1 and 3 where I was just, like, stunned. That man's KP was, like literally, like, insane. Bro was deathless game 1. I will say Owner is probably the GOAT at not stealing any kills. That man, he is willing to hold forward for the team, but doesn't take anything. Tian, my GOAT, trying to play Ahren. This dude, no, because Tian is not an Ahren player, bro. He's not. I don't know what happened in scrims. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever happened in that series was a story of scrims.
He thought he was inspired.
Bro, what is this Ahren pick? Why are you getting caught? What are you doing? Why? I don't have any words. No. And I'm happy for the... Okay, I'll speak on the draft for game 2. I'm happy for what they wanted. I'm happy for what image they saw. But how do you go without a single kill in a game? Bro, that's tilting. You finally get to play what you want outside of like the draft picks you probably had during scrims, and you don't get a single kill. Not a morsel. Nothing. You got 2 dragons. I think they got like 2 dragons, and that was it. Maybe a couple turrets. I don't remember how many, but I think this series was probably the most like boring to watch. I was hyped going into it.
This series was sucked.
No, this series was not fun at all. It was not fun to watch at all. I feel very bad for Jackie Love because I actually like that man. But this game was top esports. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all were boomed, genuinely boomed.
Yeah, I heard FlyQuest beat Top in scrims like 5-0.
Is Top Esports a bad team now?
The day before.
Yo, the team, they lost to G2 at MSI.
Like FlyQuest kind of let's transition to FlyQuest GG, I guess. Ooh, look at that. NA.
Yeah!
NA!
USA! USA!
Caca!
Yeah, the way I woke up only for game 4 and 5, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe you should have not waken up, huh?
Oh my god.
I did not curse anything.
That was the first thing Ahren said when you joined voice channel.
Yeah, I said go back to bed, bro.
Bro, I didn't curse anything. That's all I have to say.
Sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. Blame Whippo for holding forward on Renekton.
No, I'm blaming you.
Instead of Whippo going like 0-8 on Renekton game 4, it was like 0-8, 0-9.
06.
It happens.
Close enough.
Anyway,
this is entirely on you, but whatever.
Banger.
This is
banger.
Banger.
Minus game. What do you mean? No, the draft phase for game 5, that was cinema. That was cinema.
Dude. I like you heard me off. But game 1, we played it slow. We drafted the Seraphine mid. It was a very good Seraphine game, and especially Enchanter with Xin Zhao is a very strong duo, and we played it very slow. Grubs. It was like we had this is the best snap engage I've ever seen from an NA team ever. They found Busio found Chovy. He flashed engaged as Alistar. They killed him, and that just cemented that thing. It's like, wait, are we doing it after that play?
Are we doing it?
It was so beautiful.
Yeah, Busio was playing out of his mind this series. To be honest,
Busio looked great this entire series. Thank you, Mithy, by the way. Yeah, Mithy almost got semis, Eddy. I want to remind you.
He would have earned it. I can't sit here and say anything else. He would have earned it. If he earned semis with FlyQuest, all I could say is C9 didn't do that.
Yeah, it was looking pretty. It was just that game was simple, smooth, clean. We just played it basically perfectly, honestly. I was like, wait, we shit on them.
Yeah, no, we shit on them. Yeah,
we shit on
them. We shit on Gen G.
Is it gonna happen? And then game 2.
Kesha was popping.
Pick the new. Pick the new. Chovy counter picks with a very unique pick, the Cassidon.
I heard they fed like 3 kills to Cassidon early.
Yeah, it was really bad. That was basically what happened in the game. There's definitely time we should have killed Cassidon both times if we messed it up. I'd say. The first kill where Busio engaged under tower. I think Quad should have killed him there. He just kites up. And the second time, Inspired just has to R earlier during the shockwave, so he doesn't get canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, Cassidon was able to just scale early, so he just ran over the whole map as soon as he hit 16. He was 16 at 23, I think. 24,
I wouldn't just give Chovy all the glaze, bro. Canyon on Nidalee again.
Oh yeah, no, he's just
a menace to
Like,
society.
even though
in fact, Chovy was kind of playing off. I'll be honest.
Yeah, Chovy played kind of bad the entire series. Lahens, Pays, Chovy played off. It was purely Keen and Canyon kind of like dragging this team for the middle parts of this series. But yeah, Canyon was just that guy in Italy. It's like, even if we think Nidalee's a bad champ, which I do think Nidalee's kind of a weird, not great champion right now, especially in pro play. It's just like the same way One Tricks do it, or like fighting game mains do it.
You thug out every matchup.
Yeah. It's kind of been equivalent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, except for with a bad champ, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you know what to do with it, you do it. Like, it doesn't matter if you get the bad matchups. You play around that, and you do it because you win because you're better. Yeah. And he is.
And you love playing
Canyon
the character you love.
Is a player that I consider being better.
And then game 3, Whippo proxies the wave, so he's able to teleport for the dive. So it's amazing hindsight.
On the Urgot.
And they play it. We play it on the Urgot, and they play it very slow. And Genji tries to overstep. They try to go for the kill on Whippo. They're unable to. And then Busio hits a flash knockup. And then Masu was able to get a Q. And Masu looked amazing that entire game 3. He's definitely the player.
Masu, you were that guy.
Reading the stats right now, he went deathless.
He played so well that game. I don't know if you watched that game, Eddy.
I did not. I'm just reading the stats.
You should rewatch that. That series was like masterclass.
You will never be that. You will never be that. Watch that series and cry.
How did I catch a stray?
Watch that series and cry.
Bro, how did I catch a stray?
Masu played so well. He built the exact way I wanted him to.
Yep. He waited. He didn't finish the Zanyas until after he used. Oh my god!
The Void Staff over Crypt Bloom. I feel
there was that one Baron fight where he stopwatched and then like Inspired was able to peel, so Keen couldn't get anything off. I thought the game was over on that. I saw Keen got the angle. And his reaction time on that Zanyas too is crazy. Yeah, I saw the stopwatch and I'm like, wait, it might be over. Yeah, it might be bad.
I'm getting got. I'm gonna be honest there. I'm not Zanyas in that.
Yeah, I thought he was gone, but they played it well. They played the peel well. They won that fight, and then they just stomped it. And Nelson Genji overchased in one fight.
Celebrating on Twitter, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, China loves us. China loves us.
We were up 2-1. My bad. We were up 2-1 versus Genji. Tournament favorites as NA.
Yep.
This would be declared as the biggest upset
in LoL esports history.
Yeah. Good thing it was a best of 3 though. All right, nice preview after we beat Genji 2-1. Good job, team. Can't wait to see you in semis next week. I'm really cheering for you.
Game 4 it slowed down a little bit.
Game 4 got a little rolled. Played a little bit too basic.
Whippo held
Game
forward.
4 we played a little too basic. Game 5 we cooked a little too much.
So Game 4 I will say, I hate fighting against Ashe, dude. Yeah, Pays just sniping this dude Whippo I think 3 times, and it kind of just gave away map pressure for free. I think that's what sold us. That's what sold the team.
Whippo, you're dying. So when Whippo died solo on the Urgot to the Renekton after I had watched that back a couple times to find out how Renekton actually deals damage because I've been struggling to figure that out. But he didn't. But like it's crazy to me that we won that because I mean, I was a little worried. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm just extremely happy that Masu was able to take that 2-0 kill that Whippo and Busio managed to get him, and
just accelerated the process.
Yeah, ran the whole game with it.
I just want to say
that's a big testament.
Game 4 was actually in our hands because Chovy was just side laning on Tristana, and I don't think
Game 3 was in our hands.
Game 4.
Keen was on Cassante.
Sorry, no, Game 2. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Keen Sante worried me a lot. They actually try so hard. Like, it's so lame. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how they put Keen on Cassante?
Bro, their legacy was on the line. Bro. Their legacy was literally on the line.
Ew.
Bro, their legacy was on the line.
You're an LCK team. You won MSI. You were gonna have another LCK team already in semis. Like, actually chill out, man. It's so nasty. You can't just give us that little bit. You're that greedy. You.
Imagine going. No, Air. Hold on. Imagine going back to your country and saying, "Why are you guys back? Oh, we lost to North America." Nah, bro. The Keen had to protect his legacy, bro. Yo, he couldn't let his grandkids know that he lost to North America in quarters, bro. He couldn't. He would not live it down. Yeah, he had to turn on the Jets, and that's understandable.
I think, obviously, there's two amazing takeaways, maybe three amazing takeaways from this. Takeaway number one: develop NA talent. Busio. People didn't have too much faith in him, and then he looked crazy. He looked insane after MSI. Number two is play into your style, which play how North Americans know how to succeed. And it's not weird, cheesy picks. It's strong picks that you play in a way that other teams don't realize. I don't like that people are like, oh, they can only win when they play something cheese. No, you're playing something strong that you realize. It's the same as Koreans realizing it's an AD carry mid meta. No one calls that shit cheese.
The meta.
They just call it strong. But when Americans pick Fiddlesticks, or Americans pick Nunu, or Americans pick Urgot, yeah, it's literally that. And then I think the number three and the biggest takeaway, because I'll say this, after 2022, people were really, really worried about. Me and you talked about this a lot with Shani as well. How post Danny, it's kind of hard to make up for that hole in like North American talent in terms of the AD carry role. And I'm hoping that means that Masu and Jan can kind of fill that hole. Masu especially. He was looking insane. Jan was looking really insane too. No shade to Jan. It's just I think Masu probably. I haven't seen as good of a performance as that Kai'Sa performance. By the way, Europeans stay racist, I guess. Jan and Masu are American.
Oh my
American.
God, they thought Busio's Polish.
Busio is not even a Polish immigrant, and Jan is also not a Korean immigrant.
Busio was born in Seattle, bro.
Yeah. Masu was born in Iraq, but he's still Canadian. You guys are weird, and chill the fuck out. I saw one guy that was like, I wasn't even racist. I was just naming their nationality. That's not what nationality is, dumbass. His nationality isn't Polish. If you at least said ethnicity, then you would have been. Your statement still would have been. You still would have been racist, but then at least you'd have been correct and racist. Now you're incorrect and racist because you said it's their nationality. No, their nationality, especially, is either American or Canadian. Like, holy, I can't take it with some of these Europeans. It was kind of crazy the amount though that I saw.
Yeah, we outperformed
that
EU.
Genuinely believed.
We outperformed EU again. Again, by the way. Yo, EU, how many times have you made it on a Swiss?
Yeah. Every time. The last thing that I say, I'm gonna also shit on Korean fans for a little bit because I've got enough of rants, but I gotta go on another. Kadrill calls not Chovy, not the way Chovy plays, but just the champion that is smolder boring. Not even Gen G. Just the champion that is smolder boring, of which he is pretty much objectively correct about. I feel like there's no other way to view it. It's a champion that sits there, does nothing, then wins a game. That's all he does. That champion is, I think, the worst designed champion in the game. Beyond Cassante, even if Cassante is more broken. But calls it boring. He has to issue an apology because Korean fans are so obsessed that, oh my God, you're calling Chovy boring? You're calling Korean? No! He's saying a champion that's boring is boring. Get over yourselves. Oh my God. It's all the time with the Korean fans. Here's how I'm going to rank it. Here's how I'm going to rank the Chinese fans. I'm going to be honest. China, #1 fan base.
They're funny.
In LoL esports. They're the best. Hoopu ratings are like my favorite part of any.
The Billy memes that make it to Twitter, dude.
Dude, y'all are great. I love you Chinese fans. And then Europeans and Americans. Maybe I'll give the slight Europeans edge in terms of just fans because they go crazy where we just don't.
They say Olay still when the
yeah.
does the thing.
So I'll probably say number 1 China, number 2 Europe, number 3 NA. Then you do a big drop, and then it's North Korea or
North Korea.
Oh. Then it's Koreans. I got distracted with NA. Then it's Koreans because the thing is, it's like it's every day. It's same shit every day, man.
So I said it. I think like 2 episodes ago where I did say that the analysts and like everyone on the desk, they have to be I think they're PR trained to make sure they don't say anything remotely negative about the players. Like they will never call players like really bad like adjectives, like anything bad. Like obviously
they send trucks around your house. I mean these people.
Dude, they started. Yeah, it's very hard. And I think I remember listening to it was like I Will Dominate and Monte Cristo talking about how they will not go near Korean fans like a 10-foot pole. They just won't because for some reason a majority of them are very uneducated about the actual game of League of Legends and how it should be played. So when you put something out there that is like that can be backed up with analytics, can be backed up with actual evidence, they just come at you with, "Oh my God, you're hating my favorite player."
Yeah, oh my God, you're hating my player. Oh my God, you're North American. You clearly don't know anything. I'm Korean. My region's good. It's like, no, you're.
Like, yes, your region is good, but at the same time, all I said was that a champion was boring and that your favorite player was playing it. That is all I said. I didn't say your player was bad. I didn't say anything negative, but they'll always take it as negative, so they won't.
Everyone knows Chovy's the best player in the world, but everyone also knows Smolder's boring as fuck, and that champion needs to be gone.
Now I will say it's just the more like prominent Korean Chinese players, Korean players.
It's always.
No one's gonna care. No one's gonna care if you make fun of Fear X, bro. No one's gonna care. No one's gonna care.
No, I mean, look at the viewership ratings for the series. The standalone, not even close, worst series of the whole worlds was T1 Top Esports
of Worlds Quarters.
Wasn't close. Yeah. Honestly, of Worlds in general, of all the series, the 1-2 series, pretty much, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Wasn't ever close. I mean, it was just complete domination. The games were boring. The highlight of the game was Zeus going in out of vision, which was cool, but like still, all he did was flash over a wall. Like that's a highlight, man. And it's the most watched game. These people, well, actually, that's Americans and North Americans and Europeans, but they're still Korean fans, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right? They fucking love T1 and Faker. It's crazy. It's the worst series and it has the most viewers. The second most, and it was very close, was Genji FlyQuest, and that's just because of how insane it was of what was happening. And then there wasn't really one close after that. I mean, people go crazy for T1 and Faker, and it's just that's the thing. Faker is like, it's hard to even like if Faker if you take away nameplates, dude. The amount of shit Faker would get would be insane. But yeah.
Who's the mid lane substitute for T1? Polby? I'm gonna pray for that man whenever Faker retires, bro.
It's funny though. It is funny that obviously they did it because it's very hard to get injured in esports.
I should have put in Reckless, bro.
Bro.
No, don't put in Reckless.
Reckless said he's gonna get us a world title, bro. Yo, let's go.
He does not have a world title. He's not gonna play.
Yo, he might.
No, not anymore.
What do you mean? Oh, does that mean we get to move into our next segment?
Yeah.
All right, chat.
LPL versus LPL.
LCK versus LCK. Well, we've been guaranteed another LPL LCK final. I'm just gonna start off by saying, every team I root for loses. So Ahren might
versus tournament favorites.
Ahren might be happy about one of the picks.
Yep, I will be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe both actually, but we'll see.
Nope,
we'll see.
Not the other one. I doubt the other one.
Okay.
All right.
Both
I need specifically 2 teams to win. If they don't, I'll kill myself. Like genuine. I need 1 team to win, and then if the other team does win, actually, we'll start the predictions.
Yeah.
Let's start. Okay.
Shit.
We'll start with Weibo versus
BLG,
BLG. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just say right
We
now.
know who the favorites are.
We know who the favorites are. We know.
And I didn't expect the non-favorites to win actually at all, to be honest.
Nope.
But they do.
I have Weibo Gaming tap.
I won't be shocked if this is a 4-game series though.
This is going to be a 4-game banger. Weibo's gonna come out swinging. Xiaohu's gonna
BLG
cook.
3-1. They lose game 1.
Yeah, I can see
it. You guys are not wrong, but every team I root for does lose, and on the off chance they do win, that actually huge as fuck because I do expect BLG to win. But on my pick'ems, Weibo Gaming. I'm on the Xiaohu train. I am a Xiaohu believer. I was completely awestruck when I watched Weibo completely dominate LNG, Scout, who had gone undefeated through Swiss, fallen. And now Xiaohu is staring down what could be his next finals appearance. Yeah, if he can make it back to back.
I'm sorry you guys got crisp. It's not happening.
I don't want Chris winning anything anymore, bro. He's so fraudulent.
I'm still saying Weibo and T1 could have a chance to do the funniest thing.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be pretty funny if it happened.
And then T1.
Right. I was scared about this, but now I'm more confident.
This one,
T1
I'm confident.
This one,
Genji.
Please, Genji, please.
I have Telecom 1 winning it.
Please.
Yeah. I know. Scrims don't matter too much to people, especially now at this point. People, haha, chokey, whatever. Genji are literally 20-1 versus T1 and scrims in this world right now.
Yeah.
As stated by Nuke Duck, which is probably taken from Quad. We got from Chobi, probably. That's my guess.
I'm praying. Please. I'll lose it.
Prayers,
I'll fucking lose it.
Prayers aside, we have the strongest mid laner in all of history versus the strongest mid laner of today. Now, I know that Chovy has been living in Faker's head rent free. But regardless of who wins, I think this series is going to be beautiful. Whatever promo video they're making. Yeah, whatever promo video they're making, bro, it's gonna go like viral. It has to go viral, cause like Riot Games has been behind Faker's side. His fans have been by his side. The PR, LoL Esports is literally behind Faker. They have to make sure he wins. Chovy has a lot on his shoulders, man. And guess who he doesn't have this time to hold him back? Doran. He doesn't have him there anymore. Yo, he can press tab, look at his top laner, Keen. And he is good. He's all set.
They do have the best mid jungle in the world. Period.
I would like to see Genji win. But T1, Telecom 1, they were in the video.
No.
I have Telecom 1 Weibo winning. Now, as my history,
I don't want to repeat, bro.
Bro, that'd be so funny. I'm sorry to say, but this would be hilarious. I think T1's guaranteed to get in there. I'm gonna be so fair with you, but Weibo BLG is probably like 100% BLG.
Dude,
I've given my speech. I've given my sermons.
There is one benefit and one benefit only to T1 beating Genji for me, and that would be if we get a T1 Weibo World Finals again, I genuinely won my life. Like that would bring me the least happiness in the entire world.
I don't think you're allowed to say all this. No, don't do
that. Hey, I'll call T1 up right now and tell them what's happening. Maybe that'll convince them to throw.
They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know what you're saying,
yo,
bro.
Just someone take a bat to carry his hand or something. Say this man's gonna kill himself. Please take him. Carry, I love you, but please don't win the. Okay, but in terms of because if BLG T1, I will be cheering so fucking hard. I will be cheering almost equivalent to how hard I cheered for Flying Quest. But BLG Genji, I really, really want BLG to win that, but I won't feel bad seeing Chovy get a world championship,
Yeah.
I like Chovy to get a world championship, yeah. I wouldn't mind a Ahren skin. Say that.
But I think Bin Jax is by far the most hype skin they can make.
Trans rights Jax.
Okay. Yes, trans rights Jax.
They would just make it look like their little mascot. I don't know.
That'd be really cool. Yeah,
they'd make the head. They'd probably make the head. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Nah, I'm putting $2
Wait,
on it
what's
if
the
it happens.
mask look like?
Have you not?
It's the TV head.
Yeah. Because Billy's the streaming service. Yeah, they have a little mascot that has like a TV head. The screen is obviously like a face. It's pretty cool.
TV head.
It's like I think it's very basic. But I think it's really cool looking.
For the Jax's face? You think they do that?
That'd be fun.
I think it'd be a
It'd
fun
be
idea.
interesting. I wouldn't hate it.
It's definitely guaranteed in the concept art. I'll put $2 on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that would be very hype skin. I don't know what Chovy would pick. But yeah. Really hoping it's BLG Genji. Really, really hoping it's at least BLG. And really, really hoping it's not T1.
Yeah. I do want T1 to lose.
I want them to lose so fucking bad. I hate this team. All right. Also, I need T1 fans to be sad about something.
Nah.
I need them to be sad. I need them to share in my misery.
Joey, give it to me.
Yeah. Oh, guys, this is our third to last episode of the season.
Is there
probably
1, 2?
Yeah, because we got.
Oh my God.
We got
finals
preview and then post preview, and then we'll take a break until I guess winter split starts because we don't have spring split anymore.
Yeah, there's no news.
I mean, there'll be a ton of news over the odds. Yeah, we'll have. No, we're not. We're just gonna. I think we should just keep LCS. Honestly, people don't know what the fuck we're talking about. we will have a lot of EU news though next year as well with JoJo. We're gonna be following.
Yeah,
JoJo.
we'll be follow JoJo. Any NA players in there?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Wrap up. We've done it, team. I'm hyped for the semis. Does anyone have any final parting words?